Now, a warning, okay? If you practice any form of meditation, if you practice any form of compassion, you got to be careful with this because sometimes you could develop so much compassion, you can develop so much inner peace that you literally forget the bullshit that people do. You literally are willing to not punish someone because you have developed so much inner peace. So many people I've seen who go to meditation retreats with me that when they get out of there, they're like, you know what? I'm gonna text my ex. I'm like, hey, relax, okay? I know you developed compassion, but that's not the type of compassion we're talking about. You gotta make sure that motherfucker pays a price. All right. So y'all can sometimes get so happy and so at peace that you use that as an excuse to go back and be disrespectful towards yourself. Sometimes we seek to respect ourselves during moments of chaos, during moments of conflict, and that's great. But we let go of of hold of it when things get good. We sort of almost like forgive people. So remember, during the good and during the bad, you got to keep the same attitude. You got to keep the same attitude because it's kind of similar to drug addicts, right? A lot of drug addicts, when they go back and relapse, they don't relapse when something bad happened. They actually relapse when something good happens because they have also associated their drug not just as a way to deal with negative emotion, but as a way to celebrate. So be careful. That's a warning, okay? Now look, these strategies are not just meditation based, obviously, but these work. And this is what I've seen in my life. Self-respect is an internal thing that manifests itself through how other people treat you. And a lot of people have a tough time understanding that the reason why they don't respect you is because you don't respect yourself. If you shift how you see yourself, right? If you shift how you see the word self-respect, you all of a sudden realize the truth, right? Which is it's under your control. It's a beautiful thing. If they don't respect you, it's because of you, which is great, honestly, because it means we have a solution for you today, right? I swear to God, y'all gonna like this. And people, we have our paintings in prints. You guys can purchase it at a much more affordable rate. If you guys want that set, just go to my website, click in the description where it says go to my art gallery or purchase my paintings, and there you guys will be able to get prints of my paintings. And you guys know, if you guys don't do that, well, you know what? I'm keeping the channel open. All right, let's begin. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, and thank you everyone. Y'all have been purchasing my courses, my one-on-one sessions. I mean, what is going on earth? Like, seriously, is there another pandemic that I don't know about? Like, seriously, where's Dr. Fauci? Right? And by the way, we're having a seminar, an online seminar on Sunday. It's actually about, it's about my new theory of emotion. I swear to God, I have a theory about emotions that, and I even have a chart. Like, it's really something that I came up with. And these are some of the quotes. For example, the more harm or attached we feel, the more opaque the emotions and the harder we see through them. In other words, I was writing about how emotions have opaqueness. Meaning, you know how you're able to see through illusions of emotions, like saying, okay, I'm just mad. I'm not gonna talk to them about. I'm just mad. I'm not gonna do anything. I know I'm just mad. I'll get over it. That means the emotion is opaque. But some emotions get so opaque that you can't see that. Oh, you know what? It's just me being mad. It literally feels like a reality. And usually, the more personal we feel we are attacked, the more opaque it becomes. In other words, the harder it is to see that our mind is creating illusions, right? And there's emotions that are very transparent, like being annoyed, but at the most opaque emotions, it's a fear of death, or when you feel like you're being personally attacked. And so we're going to be teaching you guys how to penetrate through those illusions, because it's really when the ego feels attacked, you get more blinded. And that's why people during war become united, but as egos, right? And so you have a demigod who makes them feel like they're getting attacked. They demonize the enemy. They make them feel attacked. They become more one. They develop groupthink, which makes it even more blindingly. And you can literally, like, they're fucking zombies, tell them to attack them and they'll do it. It's a form of mind control, right? But also you could use that analogy to understand yourself, right? So go check that out. It's gonna be on Sunday at, I think, Sunday at 12 p.m. Yeah, Sunday at 12 p.m. So purchase it. I think we're gonna do it around $20 to $30. You know, and if you actually are part of my Patreon, you can click on the description down below to become part of my Patreon. You can attend for free if you're part of the $5 tier. And if you purchase a session with me or if you purchase a course, you could also attend for free. Okay, so that's just a perk of working with me one-on-one. All right. Look, so the first thing is you have no self-violence. Let's talk about this, right? Self-violence means you don't harm yourself. There's no negative self-talk. No, you keep your body nice and active. You keep it happy, right? You respect your body by giving it what it needs. You don't just sit your body and not move. You don't just let your body waste away, gain weight, become diabetic. That's self-violence. You're hurting your body. And when you don't respect that, other people are gonna see you and not respect you. People, this is the truth. People don't respect people who don't respect their bodies. They see them and they have stereotypes and judgments on them. Like it sucks, I know, but that's just how it is, right? People with no self-control have no respect. People don't respect them inherently. So you have to first develop no self-violence. What does that mean? Positive self-talk, right? You don't say fucking stupid ass. I say that to myself sometimes, right? Oh man, you don't know what you're talking about sometimes, or you're just an imposter, right? Those negative talks sometimes sabotage you, and it projects out into the world, and people sense that energy and give it back. You gotta realize people are really good at sensing energy. When you were a child, a lot of people, when you were a kid, before you developed the ability to think rationally, all you had to feel people was how they made you feel, right? And so inherently inside of you, you still have that inner child sensing people's energy. People who talk bad to themselves have a very low vibration that people can feel, and it emanates from them. And this causes you to do what? You will allow others to treat you how you treat yourself. So if you treat yourself negatively, it's like when owners like hurt their dogs, like they're mean to their dogs, right? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like a lot of people are mean to themselves that way. So then, by how you treat yourself, you fucking idiot, you're so stupid, you're so dumb. This is how you allow. This is what you expect from people. Like this, you're literally gonna let other people treat you how you treat yourself. And you say, oh, I don't know how to stand up for myself. It's not about standing up for yourself. It's just about raising your standards and how you treat yourself when no one's watching. And then, so when somebody tries to disrespect you, it's so foreign to you that you stand up and say, hey, don't talk to me like that. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Don't talk to me like that. So you first treat yourself with gentleness and care and compassion. And this is why I tell you guys, practice metta meditation. You will start to develop the type of compassion that has aggression, meaning you will start to see your inner child. And similar to how you love a child, whenever you see someone trying to abuse a kid, you get motherfucking angry. It's like when I see someone being mean to their dogs, I just want to just like fucking smash them, right? And so that's the type of compassion, not the type of passive, I'm scared compassion, but the protective compassion. You first develop that through a meditation practice. Well, seriously, I'm not kidding with you. Like, y'all, honestly, y'all, I know 95% of you are not gonna do this, honestly. Like, I say that for the 5%. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Yeah, you. I know. You're going to finish doing this and watch something else. So you first develop that self-love through developing meditation, metta meditation, and then you'll notice that your tolerance decreases for bullshit, right? The next thing is that you have to have that masculine edge. This applies to men and women. It's your masculine that people respect. Women and men respect the masculine. A woman without masculine energy doesn't get respected. A man without masculine energy doesn't get respected. You might be loved, but you don't get respected. And so we gotta be careful because these types of people, because you don't have that masculine energy, you attract people who have too much masculine energy. Almost like a way to compensate for your deficiencies. And so you gotta be careful with that because then when you lack the masculine energy, you attract people who have overly masculine energy. It's almost like if you're an artist, like me, you're gonna admire better artists. Why? Because they have something you lack. And so as soon as you become a better artist than them, you stop admiring them. You become attracted to people who have hyper-aggressive masculine energy because you lack it. As soon as you start developing that masculine energy within yourself, you stop being attracted to them. You stop attracting them. Similar to the painter, who you only admire them because they were better than you. As soon as you become equal, you stop admiring them. As soon as you develop that, all of a sudden, everyone, it's like magic. All of a sudden, everyone becomes more passive around you because they respect you more, right? And with that being said, we're gonna go to a quick close the channel because I was asked, Father Alex, what's the most important courses I should get? And I keep telling people, but for some reason I never offered it in a bundle, which is one, the psychological game of attraction, which is a course for women who are single. Two, natural chemistry, which is a course for women who are in a relationship. And three, the feminine woman. I decided to bundle them up into what I like to call the fundamentals. And this is all you're ever gonna need. I swear to God, like when it comes to relationships and making money, being creative, finding your purpose, and not being taken advantage of, this is the bundle for you. For example, in the psychological game of attraction, we talk about how to go from single to a relationship. Now, there is some dark manipulation strategies in this course. The next one is natural chemistry, which is for women who are in relationships, and this one doesn't have as much as manipulation strategies. And so this one is for women who are in relationships and feel like they never had the upper hand in a relationship. And the last one is the feminine woman, which is a course that I created for women who want to embrace their masculine while not losing the feminine. It's pretty much how to integrate your masculine and the feminine. And that truly is a powerful thing. So because of that, I created this course to balance everything. You can purchase all of them without the bonuses for $250, which is originally $300, or you could purchase all of them with the bonuses, which is I believe originally $500, and it'll come down to $300, which is $299 in marketing terms. This also comes with a lifetime access and a 30-day money back guarantee. Okay. And if you purchase this bundle, you guys will be able to get a 5-minute phone call with me as well. So if you purchase it, I'm gonna be emailing you and I'm gonna be asking for your number, and I'll be calling you and say, hey, you purchased that? Good shit. What question do you have? Okay. So it not only comes with the courses, it comes with me, people. Yeah, that's right. It comes with Father Alex. Oh my escort. Shut up. I'm not an escort. Let's continue with the video, man. Click on the description down below. Commercial break. Right? And so you develop that by finding moments in your life when there's clear injustice being done to you. Those moments when people are being manipulated, that they're trying to play you, that they're trying to take advantage of you, that they're trying to take something from you. We all have those moments. And what you have to do, it's not about doing something, it's literally an emotional thing. You just have to jump. Not jump, literally, don't jump. You just have to I know this is awkward, but fuck, I gotta say something because that was disrespectful. And you say it, and you feel nervous, and you're like, hey, I don't like what you did, right? And then you get more used to it, and more used to it, and more used to it, and more used to it. Just don't get addicted to it. Like, that's a problem, is that a lot of people go fucking, they go fucking on Bronx mode, and then all of a sudden now they're going crazy with standing up. It's like, no, this is a weapon you put up, and then, hey, Jennifer, you got to put that weapon down, all right? So develop that masculine edge. The next thing is that learn to self-regulate your emotions. Like I said, people, the only reason why you allow people to disrespect you is because you don't know how to control your emotions. You rather say nothing than deal with the awkwardness of speaking up, right? Usually the only reason why, for example, let's just say I'm trying to sell something, but I'm trying to sell it quickly. I have to sell it. You usually lower the price. We lower our price because we don't know how to control our emotions. We want their validation. We want to be liked so badly, or we want to avoid problems because it makes us feel awkward and we don't know how to regulate ourselves down, that we shut up. Or somebody talks bad, and because we feel intimidated, in other words, you don't know how to control that emotion, you don't know how to feel confident, you don't know how to go back from anxiety to calmness, you just cripple down. You don't have the courage, the courage to be able to feel a negative emotion and still walk through. It's not that you don't not feel that, you just know how to keep walking through it, and that takes practice. And a lot of you guys were never taught this, and we're actually going to talk about this in the seminar on Sunday. Your parents never taught your body how to down regulate. Maybe they were too nervous. Maybe they were also anxious. Maybe they didn't have the time. Or maybe a nanny did it who didn't give a fuck about you. But the point is, you were never taught when you were a baby how to down-regulate. So because of that, you accumulated a lot of unprocessed, unregulated emotion. So now when you're an adult, you find yourself feeling this incredible sense of anxiety without the ability to self-regulate on your own. So now you see other people around you and you notice that people make you feel good. People make you feel happy. And so you try to impress them. And they give you some validation, but they also give you some bullshit with it. And because you don't know any other way to feel better, you just take the bullshit with it. And you don't know how much bullshit you're taking. It's mostly bullshit. You're getting some crumbs, but it's mostly bullshit. So when you learn to self-regulate your emotion, almost like if you're somebody who's selling oil, if you have other providers of oil, you're like, you know what? I could buy from this person. You better lift your price up. Oh, really? Oh, okay, then fuck it. I'm gonna go to this person. But a lot of you guys have no other option. You're like, the only way for me to feel better is through this person. What about yourself? What about your own faculties? I don't know how to do that. I need this person's validation. You get what I'm saying? The only reason why we disrespect and we allow others to disrespect us is because we don't know how to make ourselves feel better. Think about it. If you stand up, you're gonna feel nervous. You're gonna feel like shit. They might leave you, and you deep down know that you don't know what to do if they leave you. What am I gonna do if they leave? What am I gonna do without them? In other words, I don't know how to feel better by myself. And this really emanates, this is the source of all of the needy, creepy behavior we all have, man. Like, I went back to exes, and it was obviously disrespectful for me because I just didn't know how to make myself feel better, you know? Like during COVID, we all went back, dudes, we all went back to our exes because we felt so lonely that we just said to ourselves, man, you know what, fuck it, man. I'd rather risk it rather than, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. As soon as you are able to make yourself feel better, you're gonna say to that person, fuck you. It's like finding a new girlfriend, right? You're like, oh, fuck you, bitch. I got another girl. But this other girl is yourself. This other girl is you. In other words, what you're saying is that you don't want to make me feel better, but she will make me feel better. Right? I could go back to someone. She will make me feel at peace. This is why you become more attractive when you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Because they know someone else is regulating your emotions. You gotta be your own parent. Self-regulate yourself. Give yourself the respect your parents never gave you by having the patience to soothe that creepy little baby. Having self-respect. Don't be someone who thinks they're respected when they're not, right? Have self-awareness. There you go, self-awareness. The worst people are the people who think they're respected. In reality, nobody respects them. Have self-awareness. Know where you are. Are you the type of person that lowers themselves for validation? Develop that self-awareness. If you think people respect you and they don't, you're in a horrible state of mind. The first step towards fixing this is having that self-awareness, and you do that through a meditation practice, literally. The last thing is that nothing is better than something. Like, a lot of people, and this is honestly a big one, a lot of people will rather be with someone that's toxic than be alone. And like I said, what that means is that being alone is I can't control my emotions. Even though you're toxic, at least you're giving me some dopamine. At least there's some sense of predictability. And people don't respect people who rather have something than nothing. They look down on you. I'm trying to help you guys see how critical self-regulation is. It's really, if you have no self-regulation, you're gonna sell yourself so short, it looks like you're on fucking Temu. Like, legit, you're gonna look like you're Temu. People sell themselves so short just because they just cannot, they feel like they're drowning on the inside. And they have their hands out, and they're willing to take anybody's hand, even fucking Satan's hand. They'll literally stay with the devil, all because that devil is giving them the illusion of feeling better about themselves. It's all an illusion. It's like a crackhead who thinks he's having the best time of his life when in reality he's in a fucking garbage can cracking. I've been there, not crack. That's why Alex do crack. No, I don't do crack, people. I just say that because of Tyrone Biggums from the Chappelle Show. And it's honestly, it's the funniest drug. It's the funniest sounding drug. Like cocaine don't sound the same. Heroin don't sound the same. Crocodile don't sound the same. Crack. That shit is funny, people. Crack. You know, Melissa did crack one time. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy, man. She did crack one time. It's unbelievable. So again, check out that meditation thing. You gotta be careful, right? When you feel so good, you forgive people. You gotta be careful with that. And the next thing is not reacting. In other words, going Bronx mode, right? You gotta be more serious. Learn to be more serious. And when I also mean reacting, I mean also reacting to yourself. You observe a negative emotion, you fucking asshole, you suck. Oh, I suck so much. And a lot of the times we react with what? We're feeling bad. With going along with the thought. Anytime you have a negative thought, don't react. And how do you not react? Just feel the sensation of your body. Look, man, I'm telling you, man, a lot of YouTubers don't talk about this. A lot of you guys are gonna listen to what I'm saying, and you guys are not gonna do it, and I get it. I sometimes kind of understand, like my content. It's like I say nice things, but the things that I tell you guys to do, I know it's not easy. I get it. So that's why I understand why some people will want to watch something else that sounds a little easier. You know what I'm saying? But this is actually what works for me. It works. You can't react to the negative and positive things of your mind. You have to always return to the sensation of your hand because this doesn't react. The body doesn't react. The body, you only react to the mind-made content. Only peace is felt in the body. The mind is what creates the problems, this lack of self-respect, right? So don't react, and that also means in person, not losing your cool. I remember this one time, this guy, I fucking hated him. Even now, I don't hate him anymore, but he was telling people that he wanted the lights, it was an art school, he wanted the lights to be dimmed. I'm like, yo, like, no, like, it's fucking bright, it's dark, we need to draw. He was like, no, and he's a French. Let's do it dim like the teacher. Long story short, the girls didn't want to, but this dude and his fucking boyfriend, Eli, no, they're not boyfriend. They were like, we want a lot darker. And I was like, yo, dude, like, honestly, like, we can't see it. And then he told me, just shut up, man. You don't even go here often. I didn't. I would miss like once every 2 weeks, but that was a lot for them. And I was going to Mexico a lot. You don't even come. You don't even care. I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you think? You're better than me? And he was like, yeah, I am better than you. I'm like, holy shit. I was like, yo, you really said that, huh? Like, you really got that out, buddy, huh? Right? Jesus Christ. And that was genuinely because, you know, when we saw that, we were like, yo, this guy, I lost respect for him. I lost respect because he lost his cool. So it's very important to learn how to keep your cool, right? I know, honestly, I feel like I shouldn't be saying this, but there's a lot of Bronx people out there, man. People who have Bronx energy, you know? You can't be losing your cool. Even when a woman cancels on me last minute, I had to really learn how to not get mad because it's kind of like, you know, I understand you fucking asshole, are you doing that shit? But at the same time, like, you gotta learn to react a little bit more calm. Even though they're wrong, if you get mad, you look like you lost your cool. And people don't respect that. You get what I'm saying? So let's talk about this. Let's go through a review, okay? Right here. Boom, boom, right? Okay, right there. All right. So, no self-violence. Talk positively to yourself. Develop more inner peace. And what you'll notice is that anytime somebody in the outside world tries to treat you any different than how you treat yourself, your defenses are gonna go up. And above all, honestly, I forgot to tell you, you gotta have consequences and follow through on your consequences. The worst thing in the world is when people say, don't do something, you do it, and they don't follow through. You look like fucking New York City trying to arrest criminals. You just keep taking them, bringing them out. Have that masculine edge. It's the masculine edge that causes people to respect you. Nothing is better than something. Oh, if they're gonna be disrespectful, tell them to go fuck themselves. Have self-awareness. Don't be the type of person who thinks that people respect them when they're not. You're devoid from reality. You're like a 300-pound gorilla dude who thinks that he's hot enough to get a model. Last but not least, self-regulate your emotions. If you don't know how to self-regulate your emotions, you'll always, and I mean always, sell yourself short. Always. Always. Right? you're always gonna sell yourself short. Control your emotions. If you want to learn how to do that, I have 2 options for you guys. Okay, check out my course, The Feminine Woman. That's for women, and the other course, Emotional Mastery. That's for men and women. Emotional Mastery, particularly, will teach you this, right? How to control your emotions, how to manage your anger, how to manage that desire for validation. You got to understand that desire for validation is literally lack of you validating yourself, and you do that by bringing awareness to the body. People, I truly would like to know how many people actually do this, because I totally understand that this is not easy, but it works. I'm trying to help you guys here. Do what I'm telling you. This works. This helped change my life. I'll be honest with you. It really did change my life. All right. Why is Father Alex whispering? You know, I got neighbors. All right. Shut the fuck up. All right. So you can purchase that courses in the description down below. Yeah, man, and I hope to see you guys on Sunday. It's gonna be Sunday, 12 p.m. Mexico City time. We're gonna do it for like about 1 or 2 hours. We're gonna have charts and everything. It's gonna be really fun, so please attend. And yeah, take care.